John Bunyan, 1628 to 1688. Traveller and prisoner. In the dark before dawn, John Bunyan bolted upright on his army blanket, his heart pounding. Vivid images of gleeful demons feeding hellfires danced in his mind. He forced himself to take slow, deep breaths. It was only a dream, an old nightmare from childhood. He shook his head to try to clear it. Perhaps dreadful scenes from recent battles had triggered it. Here he was, a soldier in Cromwell's army, trembling like a birch leaf in a stiff breeze. Not from facing sharp swords or seeing blood gush, but from a mere dream. He leaped up and stretched. It was nearly time to rise anyway, and today he'd be off with other soldiers to lay siege to the nearby royalist garrison. He carefully walked around his sleeping companions, always surrounded by other men. What wouldn't he give for some time by himself, time to think? Why should those old sermons about hell still bother him? Some soldiers claimed that God didn't exist. Could it be true? Others said God was love, but why would a loving God let Mother and Margaret die? Why did he let Englishmen who called themselves Christians keep killing each other? The sun soon rose, and many soldiers scurried around, preparing for the day's march. One hurried toward him. "Bunyan, you off to the siege, then?" "Aye, it's sentry detail for me. A long march and little sleep tonight, I fear." "I'd be happy for a chance to see some action. I'll go in your place." Bunyan studied the eager face of the young soldier. "Standing sentry is a cold and boring job. You spend the whole time longing to wrap yourself back in your blanket." "At least something might happen. I'll take it any day over kicking my heels here in camp." "All right," Bunyan shrugged. "You're welcome to it." The eager musketeer dashed off to join the men forming ranks under the commander. Bunyan shook his head. He doubted the red-headed lad was even as old as he was, and he, although still in his teens, was considered a seasoned soldier. As Bunyan went about his work performing monotonous duties, thoughts about God faded from his mind, and no dreams disturbed his sleep that night. He woke glad for a full rest, unbroken by sentry duty. When the soldiers returned, their mood was sombre. Bunyan searched their ranks for the young man who'd taken his place. A weary soldier sank to the ground and rested his back against a tree. "No use looking for him." "The sandy-haired lad who took my place?" "Aye, he's gone." "Gone? You don't mean he's dead?" "Dead and gone, killed on sentry duty when a musket bullet pierced his head." Bunyan trembled. That might have been him. It should have been him. The other soldier peered up. "All I can say is God must have plans for you, Bunyan, although I have no idea why he'd want to use such a foul-mouthed rascal."